Hello everyone and welcome to my antique channel. I'm standing here today in my master bathroom and I'm using this phone to film along with my large mirror here as a way to introduce this video. Today's video is not especially an antique video, although I will point out some antiques because if you know me and are familiar with my channel, there won't be a room without an antique. But today's video is primarily a video of organization, and I originally thought about doing this video just for my sister who lives 2 states away, and then I thought, well, why not just post it, because there's probably a lot of you that would like to see organization behind the scenes. And so I decided to just go ahead and do a video and let you all see what I have to share with my sister. Okay, starting off, I'm going to start in this room just pointing out some various things. And as I point things out, I will try to let you know if I can remember where they came from, if they were purchased retail, and I'll even leave a link below in the description for Amazon type things because I'll know that will be easy for me to do. So let's just start over in this section right behind the entry door here. Okay, first of all, I have this over-the-door rack that I use primarily as a drying rack for wet washcloths and towels and things. It makes a handy way to dry things before you throw them in the hamper without making it cluttered up in the bathroom. And then I have here also behind the door, as you open this door here, it covers this up along with that ugly electrical box, but that's where it is, so what can I say? But this is where we keep our robes tucked away in behind the door. And then there's our nice wall heater that came from Amazon, and it works great. Love it. Really warms up the bathroom in a hurry in the wintertime. I have my large tub here, which is probably going to be hard because of the light that's coming in for you to see this. I'm sorry about that, because when that light comes through those block windows, it really does cause a problem in the shadowing. But anyway, here's my large tub. I keep towels here, extra towels. I have a few vintage pieces that are like pottery pieces to adorn the outside of the tub, and there's a cracker box that's got a cute little Victorian girl on it. I have some of my bath products that I use, and I would like to find a better way to store those. And that is on one corner of this bathroom, takes up a large part of the bathroom. Then okay, let's see here. You have the towel behind the door and the robes. Okay, and now this is my most recent acquisition. And this is I believe you pronounce it Songmics. It's S-O-N-G-M-I-C-S. If that's not the way you pronounce that, I'm sorry. But this is my full-length mirror that hangs on the wall, and I have a little bench that hangs underneath of it. There's an extra toilet paper roll there that hangs from the toilet. But this was about the only spot that I had for it. And I love this thing. It's got a great little escutcheon there that it looks Victorian, which goes with the look. And before I open it up for you, I'll show you at the top. This came, the little block verse came from my granddaughter this past summer when she visited. Thank you, Sierra. During the time when I was going through some uncertainty. And so that was her way of trying to encourage me, which it did. I have the letter D there. behind in front of some glam that represents my name, Deanna. And then again, here's the full-length mirror that hangs here, which makes it really nice to have a full-length mirror in the area where you dress. And then let's open it up because it is a jewelry armoire, a lighted jewelry armoire, which I absolutely adore. This piece also came from Amazon, so I will also link that below for you. But I did customize mine with some felt pads here where this space was just empty, and I can't imagine having empty space. I was able to put brooches and things in this area. It's not padded, but I was able to carefully pin those on there. Then I added things like a little roll to hold watches. And I also added some side hooks. Excuse me, I'll put that back in a minute. Some side hooks. They're command hooks is what they are. And I was able to hang some of those, why not, from the side of this so that I can have storage for more necklaces. Also, in this area, these little boxes are just butter dishes that come from Dollar Tree, and if you turn them upside down and put the lid on upside down, that becomes a visible little tray that you can lay stuff here, and then you have what's in it and you can still see that as well. I've also added some other hooks up under there, as you can see. Why not? And then the little drawers I just love because they're really nice size, and you can put just whatever you want in those. And incidentally, that lock comes with a beautiful Victorian looking key as well. Now, this is an antique piece that came, I think it was part of a mirror and a bench set, and my husband made the striped cushion there for the top of it. Makes a handy little place that I can pull that out easily and sit there. And also, before I go any further, I wanted to point out that on each side of the tub, I have a pretty rose print, framed rose prints. And there's one on the other side of the tub as well. So, let's just look at this one. Those would be earlier rose prints and part of the antique section of the room. It's going to be hard moving this. I'm trying not to move it so fast that it makes your head swim, but so that we can go over to this other section of the room again. I have a little shelf there that hangs above the toilet that has some antique pieces, scent bottles, vanity jar, and a couple little advertising talcum powder pieces with a lovely little Victorian fan in behind. So, going this direction, this is the shower, and of course you'll see my reflection there. Then I have a vintage hamper there. One thing that I do plan to do and want to do is to cover the lid of that because it's getting kind of worn, and I'd like to cover that and make a custom made white fake fur cover there that I think would give, put some glam in here and make it really a cute piece. There's the door to my closet, which will go in just a minute, but quickly let me just show you my vanity here with the sink to the right. Now I love this drop-down vanity. I don't know how I lived before I had it. I would recommend a vanity to anybody that's a woman that enjoys getting dressed in the morning, because it is just a wonderful thing. And I have like little baskets on each corner. Now I know for some that may look too cluttery, but I am the type that I just like having things at my fingertips. I'm not going to go into the organization of my drawers today. That would be a video in itself. I do have a curtain there in that space right there with things that bins under there that I store things. And also, this is really a medical stool that came from Amazon that is just perfect. I can twirl around there and do whatever I need to do, and I really do like that stool. I've had it for a long time. So there's my brushes. They came from Amazon as well. This is an antique, this Erling mirror that I have there on the vanity. This is another piece that came from Amazon. This is my lighted makeup mirror. It has the regular mirror on one side, the lighted mirror on the other, and it does fold up if you want to travel with it, and it magnifies to 9 times, and that is what I need. I am terribly farsighted, and that really does come in handy. This little piece here is just like a little little glass. I don't know why I can't talk. A glass canister type of container that I picked up thrifting, and I just turned that into a swap container. And that wire container there that holds some of my hair products and things, is one of those metal corner shower baskets that also came from a thrift store. And I just added some little vintage pearl earrings, hung them from the side just to give it a little glam. So I hope I didn't miss anything. I usually do, but I hope I didn't miss anything too bad. I will say that these pieces here on the sink that holds my toothbrushes and some little cups, those ironstone pieces are antique as well. So moving right along, let's get to the good part, which is the closet. Now, I have worked on this closet. You have to excuse me while I open this door. I've worked on this closet in spurts for probably close to 3 years. And I'm finally getting there. I've got a couple of things left that I want to do. But when you open this closet, the way I've got it arranged, you see the end pieces to the storage that's on top of the shelf, as well as my shoe cubby. And I wanted to glam that up and make that a little bit more inviting, so I found these stick-on decals from Dollar Tree, and really in here is a lot of Dollar Tree decor, I'll just tell you. And those were just perfect for me because I suffer from low light syndrome, and so I really was made for sunny days. And then, lest we forget, I also put a verse here that reminds me that whenever I'm getting dressed and trying to look my best, that above all, I want to clothe myself with love, and that's a verse from Colossians 3:14. But anyway, some of the decor that you're going to see here, my colors are primarily black and white with a pop of red and a little gray. So keep that in mind, and I'll try to go through this as quickly as I can so that I'm pointing out the things that I've done. This area here, since I have an area at the end of my cardigans, it makes a great place just to set the shoes you're going to wear the next day, or anything else that you have a bin that you want to look into or something. It just gives you a nice little table there to do that. And then let's move to the right here. And I have just deep plastic drawers that I've used Dollar Tree contact paper to just give them a little colorful look there on the front of them only. I do have my drawers labeled for easy access so that I don't just keep opening and shutting doors trying to find what I want. These are Dollar Tree placemats that you will see in various places. I have a little basket there that I can use for whatever I want. Those are the drawers. These are little bins that came from Dollar Tree as well. I love the little silver grommets there, and they pull out and make easy retrieval. Some of my bigger sweaters, and then pajamas and nightgowns. But this closet also has to hold some of my towels and linens, so I do have those up there. And on the right here, I keep my clothes brushes, which makes that a, you know, where else do you need a clothes brush except in your closet, right? And these big hooks, which make it nice if you're going to hang your clothes for the next day or whatever. Or if you just need to have a place to put your clothes right away and you're going to hang them up later. So, going to go to the left now. I'll show you, try to get back here as far as I can to show you the overview of this walk-in closet. Now, it's not a huge, massive closet by any means, but it serves the purpose, and I like the size, frankly. I don't really need any more than this, and I've tried to utilize all my space. Whenever you don't have a lot of floor space, you go vertical, and so I try to do that. Okay, the first thing on the left here is another drawer, and I have travel supplies in that. Here's a handy thing that I have. I'll try to speed this up a little bit. This is just a black bin, but it holds those mesh laundry bags. If I need to put something in that hamper that I just showed you, I can just throw them in there, and they're good to go. This little gadget that hangs here is my gripper, and that's for retrieving things that's high up. And then I also have a little mesh basket here that I hang for little footy socks and things that you don't want to get lost in your wash, and so I put them in here, and then on laundry day I just take it down and throw it in the wash. Okay, this side of the closet. Down here I've got a bin for extra pharmacy backup items. I don't have a lot of storage space in my bathroom, so they go there. And then that bin, the canvas bin there, holds a lot of travel supplies. Then on this rod, on this side, I will point out that I've invested in these. They're light gray, the felt huggable type of hangers, because it really does maximize your space. They just don't take up as much space. So I have jackets here, and then in the corner where you've got more room for longer items, I have a few dresses and robes because I don't use very many dresses. Up above, this section holds my handbags. I don't have a lot of handbags either, so I don't really like changing out handbags, so this is plenty enough. And then way up there, I have Dollar Tree shoe boxes that I have labeled, and they work beautifully. I've got the contact, the black chalkboard type of contact on the front, and I use a chalk pen to label them so that that can be changed. And that bag there holds my Ugg boots. And my sister gave me that great bag that I love, that tote bag. Then on this side, I've got these black and white chevron totes and that Papa Red one there in the middle. This is one of those vertical hanging shelf organizers that I've turned on its side. My wonderful husband helped to mount that on the back to the wall and then put a solid shelf above it for me to hold my bins. In the back of that, in the back, as you can see, the black and white print, that is just gift wrap that I covered cardboard panels with and put them in the back. That gives it a little bit of stability, plus it just beautifies the back of those bins. Then on this rod hangs all of my pants, and I have got these pants hangers that don't put a crease in your pants. Love them. Got those from Amazon. I'll put the link below. Below the pants are canvas bins, and originally I thought about changing those to the black chevron as well, but I hate to just throw things away that are working, but you know, you just don't like the collar. So I put those black tags on there, and I think that makes it look a little bit better. And then below that, there's a little footstool that I can pull out. The black one is painted black, and that's an old one too, incidentally. And then an old suitcase that I use to hide away gifts and stuff like that, that you don't want people to get into. And so this side, I've got my clothes collar grouped by collar. I have hats on the top, empty storage shoebox, empty shoe boxes that came from Dollar Tree. There's a basket back there that holds some keepsakes. I have a white hat that's tucked there in the corner. But as you can see, I have the clothes. This is a double hanging rod. And so it goes all the way to the floor. Again, grouped by collar pretty much. And then this shelf, it has the black and white Dollar Tree placemats to help hide the wire hanging shelving, which incidentally I'll show you something in a minute that I forgot. And I got a couple more of these gray bins like I had over in the other area. And this is a vintage satin lined glove box that I put a little rhinestone pin on the front of here, and this just holds just anything. It's kind of like my closet junk drawer. And this was an old brass container that I found the other day, and I spray painted it silver so that I can put a room freshener in there. And this is a Dollar Tree frame that I took, I put a pattern behind the glass to use it as a little tray. And then, before I go any further, and I hope you can see that, these are also Dollar Tree placemats up under there. They turn them upside down so that when you look up, you do see a pattern and not just the kind of ugly wire racks. Okay. Adding a little glam, because there's not a lot of space to add glam. I did cut out my initials out of black sparkle paper and put them up there with thumbtacks, like old thumbtacks. And also, in behind these clothes is, oh, you're not going to be able to see this. I'm not going to, there you go. I have another hook there where I hang a big tote bag. So I try to use all of my space is the point. Now these are my cardigans that hang on this wall here. I mean this rack here. On this fourth wall. There's my shelves that I showed you as I was coming in. I have a belt hanger that hangs right behind this shoe cubby, which works beautifully. And then this is one of my most recent acquisitions. This is my, there's two shoe cubbies there. One, I turned them sideways, stacked them on one on top of the other. And those came from Amazon. I'll link that below. I've got my suitcase over there in the corner. And then I'll show you this. which is the way I store my scarves. I have my scarves on a cafe rod in behind my sweaters. They're above, you can see them above your sweaters, and then all you have to do is to pull your sweaters to the side and retrieve a scarf. And then I added that little mirror there just for, you know, to reflect the light and give it a little glam. And then this unit holds my sweaters, or jumpers, as UK people would say. And above there are some, they're dividers that you put on your shelves that hold your sweaters in place whenever you don't have a side wall. So I think I've covered everything. I'm looking around here just to make sure. Let me walk out of here as much as I can. Oh, the one last thing. You see up above, this is an access to a small attic that's over my closet, and I've got the corded tassel there to pull it down. But one thing I still want to do is I want to add stick-on mirror tiles, at least to the center part of that, to help reflect the light and give it a little more glam. So that's my last project so far, unless I think of something else. Oh, incidentally, here I have a laundry basket that it's one of those folding ones that just tucks in there so that when I'm gathering the laundry, it's right here and convenient. So that's my closet. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, I tried to point out everything, and I will link below Amazon purchases. I've tried to point out the ones that came from Amazon. A lot of this in here came from Dollar Tree, but I mean, as far as the shoe boxes and not the totes, they came from Amazon, and some of the decor. But other than that, Amazon is where I go, and I'll link what I can below. So, looking out from the closet now into my bathroom. This has been a long video, so I thank you for your patience and hope you've enjoyed it, and that you'll check back with my channel for other antique type related videos. And so have a great day. Bye-bye.